Hey guys, so I'm here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about carrier oils and things that you can do with your oils to kind of spread them and use them in new ways that are really simple, and probably some of this you have laying around your house. I think one of the things that I commonly get asked is, what's a carrier oil? What do I do with carrier oil? And so I'm gonna answer that question. So a carrier oil is simply like a vegetable oil or a saturated oil that you can put the essential oils in, and it will help. It'll just kind of disseminate in that oil, and then you can use that and apply it, and you'll get all the benefits of the essential oil, as long as you're using a good carrier oil. So there's lots of options when it comes to that. I'm going to show you a few of my favorites, but I'm also going to tell you a few of my not so much favorites. So first of all, we use fractionated coconut oil the most. doTERRA makes fractionated coconut oil and sells it, and I know it's super high quality. The really good thing about fractionated coconut oil is it has a lot of the benefits of coconut oil, but it always stays in a liquefied state. So you're not going to get it, it's not going to turn into a solid like it does when you're talking about cooking coconut oil. Although you can use cooking coconut oil as well. It's especially good when you're talking about topical applications, lotions, things like that. And so we'll often use the cooking coconut oil alongside things like beeswax, maybe some shea butter, both other carrier oil options or carrier options that are great for your skin and make a really nice texture. I'm going to show you an example. This is something that we make kind of all the time. We always have this, right? It's called healing salve. And what we put in this is shea butter, coconut oil, beeswax, and I'm sorry, this has never been opened. I'm not going to open it. And some essential oils. So my favorites to put in here are frankincense, lavender, tea tree. Those are some really good ones. You can always add in other things like maybe rose if you're feeling real fancy. It's amazing for the skin. But the healing salve is something we have on hand and use all the time. I've actually even added some comfrey, the herb, because it's also really good at promoting healing. So you can get creative with this base and use it for almost anything. Some people have even used that base to create their own sort of Vicks vapor rub type of thing, and that's really powerful, and you avoid things like petroleum. So petroleum jelly is a carrier that they use a lot now because it's shelf stable. It's a what do you call it? A thing that comes when you make gasoline, but it's not something you should probably put on your skin that much, and that's something we hadn't really thought about until we got into this natural realm, because petroleum jelly is in everything, right? Every home when I was a kid had a jar of petroleum jelly just there to be used as like a lotion, and honestly, we can do better. So this is a really great option. Some other bases that we like to use for things, let me show an example. Jojoba oil is one of my favorites. So jojoba oil, is actually a wax, not an oil. So it feels real thick when you put it on, but it absorbs very completely and is very nourishing for the facial skin, especially for those softer skins, maybe your hands, the back of your hands, the negligee, no, that's not the right word, dégagé, I never remember that word, right here where the skin is kind of soft and you want it to be supple. That jojoba oil is very gentle and a great way to apply essential oils at the same time. It's really good, very absorbable. I particularly love it on my face, which tends to be kind of mixed in terms of oily and dry. And as we're moving into the winter months, carrier oils and oils like jojoba oil are a major player in my morning routine or my daily routine. Okay, some oils that I would suggest you avoid. Canola oil is actually, it's rapeseed oil. It's from a GMO product. It's something I would highly recommend you avoid. It doesn't have a lot of healing qualities. It goes rancid really quickly. So avoid canola oil and other vegetable oils. One of the oils that might be in your kitchen already that I think is great is olive oil. Olive oil is a bit heavy though, and it also has a shelf life. So it will go rancid pretty quickly. And that will make your, whatever you've put in it, smell pretty bad. So you don't want to lose that smell, that aroma, and be using a rancid oil when you're diluting. So I recommend the fractionated coconut oil, straight coconut oil. They have a very long shelf life, and that fractionated has very little smell or scent, so you won't even notice it. Jojoba oil, I've also noticed, has a really long shelf life. So you can make something that will last for a really long time. Some things that I've tried that I don't love, grapeseed oil. I have had this bottle for a long time. This is the one I used the most when I started, and it smells bad because it was cheap. And I thought, oh, well, this will be great. I found this carrier oil and it's way cheap. It has a lot of really great qualities, things for your skin, but you want to use it really quickly. You don't want to keep that and store that in your home for a long time, or make roller bottles or whatever product you're going to make with that, because it will go bad and you'll have a funky smelling roller bottle. So that's no fun. I have a lot of those laying around that I just can't bring myself to throw out. Okay, so this is sesame oil, same thing. It can be great for cooking. It's rancid also. Again, I bought it in the beginning because I wanted to try all these different essential oil or different carrier oils to see what I liked. And that one is just not one that I've turned to very much. This is a great product. This is liquid shea butter. So shea butter normally comes in a more solid state. This is cocoa butter. Another really great option, but you can see how it's real thick. So this is a great option to add with something else, to a lotion or with your coconut oil, because you want to make it a little thicker than just liquid coconut oil as a lotion. And this is really nourishing for your skin, and it smells amazing. It smells like chocolate. So who wouldn't want to add that to some things, right? So love cocoa butter too, is a great option. So now I'm going to move into things. Oh, and then Baobab is a really great moisturizing oil as well. It's pretty expensive. Note how it's in a tiny little bottle here. This is great for skin as well. Great for hair. Really good for hair. It's actually in our Root to Tip serum because it's such an amazing, has such amazing qualities. So I love that guy. Okay, so now I'm going to shift into some things that aren't carrier oils, but they're just carriers in general. So carriers in general are things you can add essential oils to and use in different ways. So I'll start with soap. We have some really amazing soap concentrates. We have a foaming hand soap, and we have a cleaning concentrate, and we have a laundry soap. And I love to have this unscented soap as my soap cleaner for my dishwasher, or not my dishwasher, I'm sorry, my dishes when I'm cleaning in the sink. And I'll add whatever essential oil I want. So I make sure I get the unscented. I love Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. It is made from coconut. You can find other options when it comes to Castile soap, and just make sure you're getting unscented and a product that's high quality. I think once again, you're just going to do a little digging and make sure the company you're buying from is reputable and makes a good product, because you don't want to mix our amazing essential oils with a product that's less than great, because you're going to lose some of those benefits and the beauty. So this is a great product. We love it. I always have a bunch of these kind of kicking around so that we can use this for different things. They make great bath bubbles, and you can use this to clean your body too. I know some people have used this for shampoo and for dog shampoo. And so there's lots of options. It's very gentle and very cleansing. So we love the Dr. Bronner's as well. This is witch hazel. I brought the witch hazel out because this is actually a tiny little bottle of witch hazel. Normally I get it in a bottle more like this. And you can find witch hazel almost anywhere, at any drugstore, at Target, at Walmart. All these places carry witch hazel, and it's something that's amazing for skin and just toning the skin. And so you can use it for skincare, but you can also use it very effectively to make things like hand sanitizers and room sprays, because what happens with a witch hazel versus in a water base is that the essential oils actually emulsify in there, and they blend with that witch hazel. So you don't have to shake it every time you use it. You just spray it, and it sprays nicely and distributes that scent really well. So it's great for making a room spray, hand sanitizer, and the linen sprays. Those are really good things to have on hand to freshen a space. Hand sanitizers are especially toxic and bad for your skin, actually. You know, they sell them like crazy. They're like, here, prevent flu. People give them out. They're very inexpensive. But those things actually have chemicals that strip your hands from all the oils that are really good to keep on your hands. And we want to preserve that and kill germs at the same time. So we use On Guard, or a mix of other germ-fighting essential oils mixed with witch hazel, and they smell good. My kids will attest to it. They love our On Guard hand sanitizer compared to those other hand sanitizer options. And you can buy that product actually pre-made, but it's nice to have the ingredients to either refill it or make your own for very inexpensive. And you can see this bottle, it even, it's from Target too, so you can get these. Glass is usually better when you're talking about essential oils, but when you make a bottle like this, I usually add maybe 4 or 5 drops of essential oil. So when it's diluted so well, you don't have to worry about the glass or the amber quite as much. Plus, we go through it pretty quickly, so there's not really enough time for it to be destroyed. And I usually keep a sprayer like that next to my bed for a room spray or in my purse, and there's not a lot of sun exposure. So that answers that question. But moving on, the last carrier I was going to talk about, and you kind of have 2 options here too. So sugar and salt are both great for carrying essential oils. You can mix essential oils with salt. You can make a little blend with salt to use in your cooking. You could do that with olive oil too, that just is on the ready. You can use that flavor. It's actually a really good way to use essential oils in cooking. And then in sugar as well, you know, maybe you want orange flavored sugar or whatever, all in the kitchen. That's a really fun thing to do. However, they're also really great for the skin and in baths and things like that. So when we use a sugar scrub, you just take some sugar, add a carrier oil of your choice. Usually I add some coconut oil, and then I'll take the essential oil that I want, like wild orange and clove or something like that, and that'll make a really nice hand scrub. And then with the bath salts, we get the unscented. We try to get not just Epsom salts, although those will work, and we try to get the actual Dead Sea salts or natural salts. There's nothing wrong with Epsom salts, but they are synthetic, and so it's always better to get back to a non-man-made product if you can. So the bath salts are great. We'll take a cup and a cup of the bath salts, a few drops of the essential oil. You can pre-make it. You can make it right at bath time and decide what oil you want to put in there. But mixing with lavender or eucalyptus or what other oils do we put in there? Tea tree we put in the bathtub a lot. It's a really great germ killer. And Serenity and Ylang Ylang and Clary Sage. There's lots of options for a great relaxing bath. Plus bath salts. It's really, really good for you. There's lots of magnesium in the bath salts, and that is, you actually absorb that best through your skin. So a bath with bath salts and essential oils is a really special treat. So I hope that you've learned a good bit from all this information about carriers and carrier oils and other carriers. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. And yeah, share with anybody who might need this information. But anyway, that's how we use our oils, and have a great day.